Real Madrid 2, Real Soceidad 1. How you doing, Hamisu? Perfect start for Xabi Alonso. 4 wins and 4 for Xabi Alonso. But today it was heart-to-mouth situation for you guys today. You guys, after that red card, especially in the second half, it was all Real Sociedad. You guys are very lucky to escape. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are very, very lucky to escape today. So what do you have to say about the game?
Yeah, good evening, Ahmed. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The whole issue is about the red card, and and the reality is that for me, as my opinion, like I don't even want to talk about the referee's angle, whether it's a 2-man, whether there's another defender ahead of him or something. I just want to look at it from the fans and the player perspective. Like, even if you allow the striker or the person with the ball, the opponent player with the ball, to move ahead of you, Militao was already far ahead. Militao was already far ahead of you with a kind of a direct angle to the ball. So there's tendency that Militao will be able to run up and catch up to that guy, while you that have missed that player should be able to move up to the other side to cover up for that space that Militao leaves. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I didn't even see any reason for him to do that in the first place. Whether it's a yellow card, it's a red card, that one is left to them. Anybody that watches Madrid or La Liga knows that there's a kind of, I don't know, I don't even want to like say it, but there's a kind of an agenda against Madrid, probably because of how they were complaining against referees and all that. So it just while coming into the game, you should just put it at the back of your mind that there are so many decisions that will not go your way. So just try as much as you can to avoid, all these things. And that was what the Hoisin should have done. Okay, the guy is ahead of you already. You don't need to even touch him. You don't need to do anything. You just let him just go. You just signal to Militao. I think that's one of the, if I can remember, that's one of the most interesting thing about the pairing of Varane and Ramos, or Pepe and Ramos. The fact that if the forwarder or the striker is ahead of the defender, you will see that Sergio Ramos will immediately signal the other defender or the other closest opponent player to close up that space that guy is running into. While he will try to run up to cover up the open space. That was what I was expecting him to do in this game, but he wasn't able to do that. And I think the coach needs to sit him down, talk to him in this kind of scenario. Talk to him, because if going forward, he might be able. There's tendency that he might make this kind of silly challenges in some of the crucial matches, and we end up missing him for some other match. Just like today, I just saw that if that is going to miss our next 2 games in La Liga. So you can imagine if we have, let's say, El Clasico or maybe against Atletico or something. So it's going to be a problem for us. So and I need the coach to sit him down and talk to him.
So how impressed are you with Xabi Alonso? Xabi Alonso has won 4 games in 4 now, 12 points. The perfect start for Xabi Alonso. But how impressed are you with Xabi Alonso? What do you have to say about him?
I'm okay. I'm okay, seriously. I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm too impressed, but I'm okay. With the level, with the way the team is going. This is the 4th game in La Liga, and I'm very, very okay with the way the team is going. Going down 10 men, I think in the 37th minute or so, and then finishing the game still winning 2-1. And again, another aspect of the game that I liked was the reaction after the red card. Immediately after the red card, Madrid pushed to get the second goal, and we got the second goal. So, and then after the second goal, it is expected that everybody will sit back, and that was what they did going into the second half. So, and there's something he said yesterday during the press conference.
Okay.
That is going to, I'm not, let me not quote, I can't quote him directly, but what he was trying to say is that, like, the positions are open for everybody. Like, if you just impress him, you're going to play. If you impress him, you play. If you impress him, you play. And so many times you see some Madrid fans talking about, why is Brahim Diaz playing and all that ahead of some players and all that. And I tell them that it's the press machine. If you look at all the forwards, if you single them,
Brahim Diaz is energetic and he's very useful for press here.
So too much energy on the field, and he knows how to press properly. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why the coach wants to likes playing him often.
So will you say that this match is a good preparation for the opening fixture in the Champions League against Olympic Marseille?
Yeah, it is a good one, and I must say this kind of reminded me of during Jose Mourinho's era, where sometimes Jose Mourinho would train with an imbalanced side. Whenever they are playing all these training matches in Madrid.
Okay.
Sometimes he plays 10 against 11. He'll group the team into two. Then you intentionally choked off the other side with 10 players. Sorry, with like 11 players, then the other side with 10 players, sometimes even 9 players. So, just so that you see how they are going to react whenever there's a kind of, a red card or anything, or any player going out injured or something. So, and I think the reaction or how we played with 10 men, I think is very good going into the Champions League. And I think we're going to see for the first 4 matches that has played, I think he has 4 different starting lineups.
Okay.
Like if you are trying to, if you bring in any new player, you say that it's an entirely new lineup. So he has 4 different starting lineup, and I'm expecting another different starting lineup for the Champions League.
Okay. So what are your final thoughts? Let's round up.
Yeah, this it's just like I said from the beginning, it's just about this, red card and then that offside goal. I was kind of skeptical about it. Like, how is that goal an offside? And it took them almost 10 minutes before they even brought out the graphic image of the offside, and all that. Well, because I believe that something that is semi-automatic, that means that it's computer operated. So it
Yeah.
should be able to give you the image immediately. It shouldn't have taken them, 10 minutes to bring out an image of that offside goal. If it were from the linesman, maybe we could have said, okay, they are trying to like draw the image or something. But it's a computer thing, AI, for example. So it's semi-automated. Then you should have by 2 minutes max you should try to bring out the image so that it will clear up the air. But it took them 10 minutes to bring out the image showing us this shirt or something that is offside. So and then see seriously, but I can't wait for that wingers offside rule to be put into effect. Like
Oh,
once
you you
the
you, you, too, you want that thing? You like the Wenger rule?
no. I'm just tired of all this, Sometimes they will tell you that the hand is not part of the play, and then when sometimes they will rule a goal out because of hand, that his hand is in offside position, and then they will tell you the hand is not in another game, they will tell you that the hand is not part of the play. Sometimes they will use those, they will use those, sometimes they will use the boot and tell you that the player is offside with his boot. Sometimes, and I get tired of all these things. I get tired seriously. So and I think going forward, they should adjust all these rules. Like they are trying to make these players too robotic. They are trying to make the game too robotic, and all that. So that's just it.
All right, Hamisu, thank you very much for joining me. See you after the Champions League game on Tuesday, right here on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah. Thank you very much.